Welcome back to the channel. Really want to start this video off appreciating you guys for the last build video on the cam and CM position. You guys, we got 200 views. That's really big. I don't think I ever gotten over 100 views on YouTube before, so I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. This video is about the CDM build. It's very similar to the last video, but there's a lot of little tweaks that you got to make to your build to really excel in this particular position. So I'm going to show you guys the stats you got to put on him, the height, weight, all that stuff, and let's get into it. Hopefully this video helps you guys, and hopefully we can get over 200 views again, maybe 300, 400, 500. I don't know, the sky's the limit. And we're also very close to 50 subs, so let's get to that and then push to 100. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the video.
My friends, thank you for tuning in. What is manage your FIFA playtime? Opt in to FIFA playtime through online settings to help manage your play. I don't care. Okay, on a more positive note, today's video is about the CDM build. CDM probably I play cam predominantly, but I would say that the CDM build is the second hardest position after cam. Just because there's so much you have to do and just so much focus you gotta have to play that position. So that's the difficult position in my opinion. So we'll start from scratch again, just so you guys can see exactly what I'm putting on the build. So let's get into it. My ideal height for CDM is 5'8", just because it's the kind of the perfect height for speed and also just have enough body mass to be able to get in position and, you know, challenge people. 5'6" is also good. It just depends on what your preference is. So I would go 5'8", and then this is probably the biggest thing about the CDM build. You do not use the actual CDM position. It's terrible. It's awful. Not only is it not as physical, but it's also, you don't have as much pace. So what you should do is use the right wing back pro. So look at the physical and the pace right now. You're at 77 and 78 with 85 defending. Switch it. 70, 74, 84, and 85 pace. So physical is not as big of a deal in this game. As you guys remember the last video, I said it doesn't really matter if you have, you know, 90 strength or 80 strength. If someone wants to throw you off the ball, they can throw you off the ball. So you gotta keep the same weight as well, and you can also use left wing back pro. Like there's no difference. They're the same thing. So let's get into it. The first thing I would focus on is defending. You already have good defending at the CDM build, but just max it out, right? The next two things that are important in the build are your ability to pass and your ability to hold the ball. Because with every like central midfield position, whether it's cam, CDM, or center mid, you got to be able to hold the ball, right? So once again, let's go to the passing, and we're going to max out passing up to these last two right here, right? Passing focus, obviously maxed out. And then I would just juice my dribbling up like I did with the cam build. Now, you're probably not going to be dribbling in terms of skill moves as much as a CDM, just because you're deeper in the field. You're not going to be having the opportunity to dribble people as much, so it wouldn't make sense for you to have, you know, 5-star skill moves. You can if you want, but like it's not something that's important. So for this, again, with CDM build, you're not going to be making as difficult a pass as somebody in an attacking position would make. So I wouldn't need to put 5-star weak foot like I did on my cam build, just because I don't need it. All right, I'm not gonna be taking free kicks. I'm probably not gonna be shooting much. Not taking PKs at all. Don't care about volleys. Don't care about finishing. The only thing I would care about in this position is probably heading, just because you're gonna be challenging for a lot of headers. You might want to put a little bit on that. But you see, shooting focus, long shots, these are things you don't really need. If you're not an attacking CDM, none of this matters to you. All that matters to you is probably weak foot. So, and I wouldn't even put that on there. So we have our defending juiced up, we have our dribbling juiced up, we have our passing juiced up. We don't need shooting because we're not attackers. We're defensive midfielders. Now it's between two things. It's, do you want pace or do you want stamina? So if you're playing, for example, like a 4-2-3-1 or a 3-5-2, and there's two CDMs, you're probably not going to be running as much because you have another guy helping you out, right? So if you're in a one-man, CDM position, I guess a formation that plays only one CDM, you might want to get second win trait and just max your stamina so you can be able to, track a lot of attacks. If you're not, then I would start with pace. So this is a tricky one. How much pace do you really need? Um, Most CDMs I play with or play against have about 88 pace. Just to show you guys what that looks like. This is 88 pace right here, basically, right? And then you go to, I guess, stamina, and you can max out your second win still, right? And then also you're gonna be challenging for a lot of headers and things like that. So you want to up your jumping as well. So that should take you to insane stamina. Yeah, like your stamina is 95. That's insane. Your jumping is 86, which is great. You have good reactions and you have good aggression. Defending 86, stand tackle 93. Like you're fine there, right? You don't need like 95, 95. You should be good enough with 84 and up, right? Just a matter of, are you a good defender or not at that point. Interceptions are really high. Dribbling agility is a big thing in a central midfield position. You can be able to turn away, like we win the ball and then make a turn like right away is really big. Ball control super high. This position is broken. Like the right wing back build is very broken in terms of being able to use it as a midfielder. It's insane. Your balance is good. Your attacking position, you don't need that. Your dribbling is good, and then you go here. You're probably not gonna be crossing much, but it's good. Your short passing is great, which is the most important probably passing trait you need in this position. Your curve as well, if you want to make through balls or anything like that, is also good. Long passing is also good. And then your shooting. If by any chance you have to shoot, you still have 78 long shots, right? You still have 69 long, and you can still put some more on there. You could, up that a bit. You can up your long shots a bit. It just depends on if you want to be that guy that shoots the ball. Your pace, 89, 88, you're great. Like anything over 87 as a CDM is great pace. So it's just a matter of how fast do you want to be. And that's it, man. I'm like it's such a I don't know why I told you guys that it was similar to the cam, but it's not really as far as, so okay, the cam build, yeah, the stamina, all the stuff is the same. No defending on the cam build, so that's a big difference. Dribbling is the same, passing is the same. No shooting on this build. So yeah, shooting and defending are what changes from build to build in the midfield position. But this build right here is your ideal build for playing center defensive mid position. At this point, it's really just, do you know how to tackle? Do you know how to time your tackles? Do you know how to intercept the ball? So the main four things you're going to do in this position is you got to be really good at passing. So that's something that if you want to train and work on, you'd have to go to probably drop-in matches or just play season matches with your friends and just play like quick 1-2 touch passes, right? See if you can break down defenses with just quick passing. Second thing you need to be able to be good at is ball control. Ball control is massive. Like if you can't control the ball, if you can't be under pressure and hold the ball from somebody else, then you're not going to excel in this position. Third, defending. Standing tackles, slide tackles, interceptions. All big. If you're in the right position to not even have to tackle half the time, then you're doing an even greater job than you need to be doing. And then lastly is physicals. You got to be able to put your body in position. Spam L2. Spam the hell out of L2 in this position. Like once you have an attacker facing you or coming at you with the ball, this is not the time to just start spamming circle or spamming square, whatever it is to tackle. It's not time to start tackling. This is time to hold L2, right? And just survey the field, like behind you. What passes can he make? What dribble moves can he use or skill moves can he use that could beat you? So if you're holding L2 and you're cutting off his passing lanes, you're isolating him. So he has to dribble past you. And if you're a good tackler, the chances are he can't do a skill move past you. So that was 4 things: being able to use your body well, being able to defend, being able to hold the ball, and being able to pass. You do those 4 things well, you're gonna be one of the best CDMs that you come up against. So hope this video helps you guys, and see you on the field. Thank you guys so much. Like and subscribe, share, comment, do whatever you want to do, but whatever you do, support the channel. Love you guys. Bye.